Radio.com, girl Ty St. Boogie.
And I'm Lurch.
Big Lurch is in the building. We're still trying to work that out. What you doing, Lurch? What are you doing on camera over there, Lurch? What are you doing?
Working with a device.
Okay. So here's what you do, right? You go to Instagram and you follow at Lurchero or at St. Boogie. Or you go to Twitter and you follow at St. Boogie or at ABL Radio. You can follow at Lurch OPE, but he don't be over there for real.
Yeah, I'm on there. You know, I drop a thought every now and then.
Thought.
Every now and then, yes. A thought every now and then.
He drops a thought and drop kicks a thought.
And then
Because I'm a rapper on the level.
Yeah, she raps and I occasionally tweet.
In any case, you go over there. We will give you a link to last week's show, which is on YouTube. Shouts to High Impact Multimedia. I didn't fuck it up this time.
Got it.
And then this week's show will be on YouTube again on Monday. And so you're like, yo, Boogie, won't you just tell me, you know what I'm saying, the URL or whatever for the, you know what I mean? Because we can't get our own YouTube / whatever we want to call it until 100 of you go and subscribe to our YouTube page. Subscribe. We're also back on SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com/download on ABL.
I didn't know that we were back on SoundCloud.
And if you want to send us music, we would prefer music that is either on SoundCloud or on YouTube. We would really like to showcase your actual music videos, and you can send that to downloadonabl@gmail.com. Whose phone keeps going off? Is that my phone?
Yep.
It is not. You lied. It ain't my phone.
I don't know whose phone it is. It's just not my phone.
Anyway.
I turned mine off. Interrupted once.
So I don't want to, go from being all jovial or whatever to go into being really, really serious. And I think that's like one of the toughest things of doing a show, because sometimes like you're having a good day, but you got to talk about some fucked up shit that happened. Of course, we all woke up on Monday with news that David Bowie had passed away. And it was very, very strange because like when I saw that his name was trending, that was the last thing that crossed my mind, because he just dropped an album on Friday. And his birthday was Friday. So I figured he was still trending because of his birthday and because of the album that he dropped. But it turns out, according to his family, that he had been diagnosed with cancer and had been fighting cancer. And that while his album Black Star, now the album came out, like I said, on Friday. Now people are saying that when you listen to the album, it really sounds like he was kind of, it was his swan song. Like he knew this was the end, and he spent this whole album facing his mortality and, dealing with cancer and being treated for cancer at the same time. But then a friend of his says that about a week before his death, this is according to Rolling Stone, that he called his friend, Tony Visconti, and told him that he wanted to make one more album. Like he really thought that he was going to have time to make another album.
I mean, or that's just how he wanted to come across.
You think so?
Maybe he knew it was his time. He knew that it was, if you know that you're sick, maybe it's just like, yeah. Maybe he thought he had more time.
So he wrote and demoed 5 fresh songs that have not yet been released, obviously. And he was trying to get back into the studio one last time. This album that just came out, it's called Black Star. One of the songs on here that we're going to play is definitely like, it's the single is called Lazarus, and it really does sound like he kind of was, chucking the deuces. Which is, from an artistic standpoint, just amazing, because I don't know how you have the courage when you know that you're about to be out to like really pour this much of yourself into something. And like people were really saying that like it was amazing, it was his best work. He just turned 68. Like it's not like this man had a 30-something year career.
I'm about to say he's been doing this for a long time, and at a certain level, from a creative standpoint, just to at a certain level. So be it 58, 68, 78, if you still have that creative drive, and like, I'm gonna pour it out. And then if you know that this might be the ending, or you want to leave something for your legacy, you pour it all into it. And that might have been like you put all of that energy into it, and it was like, okay, this is all I have left. Now it's done. I feel good about it. I want to go record more, but you just gave all their life force into this last project. Right,
that's true. So now, of course, all kinds of things that didn't necessarily make sense start to make sense or be meaningful or whatever. And you find out that apparently there was an article that came out again in Rolling Stone back in back in November. Same producer, Tony Visconti, he said that they were listening to a lot of Kendrick Lamar, and the goal in making this album was to avoid rock and roll. Now, David Bowie was married to a black woman, influenced a lot of rappers, was apparently a fan of Kendrick. But, of course, in the internet's wonderful, wonderful way of going and discovering things, or in Viacom's wonderful, wonderful way of putting themselves into situations that, you know, really don't have anything to do with them. There was a video that popped up on the internet of David Bowie fighting for more black music to be played on MTV. And this is what he had to say. So in case you guys did not know, that's who David Bowie was as an artist and as a supporter of other artists and of music, in addition to being super creative. And if you do a little bit of Googling, you'll find a gazillion and one list of rap songs that sample David Bowie and blah, 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 and all this other stuff.
I mean, David Bowie was huge.
He was huge. You guys should go back and watch Labyrinth. Don't do it sober.
Do it on shrooms.
Don't do it on shrooms.
Do it on shrooms.
Anyway, so let's get into this video right quick. This is Lazarus, or this song, excuse me. This is the single off of David Bowie's album Black Star, his last album. So we're going to play that and let, those of you who are bigger fans than some of the rest of us maybe have your moment. We're all fans, though, I think, even if we don't necessarily realize
Even if you don't know it,
there is a David Bowie song that you love, or a song inspired by a David Bowie song.
Pop music on a certain level, it's going to hit you. You knew it.
So we're going to play that right quick, and then we will come back and talk about who is having the best year of 2016 already. I know we're only 2 weeks in.
I'm about to say, this is already a conversation.
It is.
All right.
So we'll talk about that when we come back. You're tuned into ablradio.com, streaming 24/7 from the corner of Peachtree and MLK.